morning, fifth graders. We wanted to stick our heads in there just a little bit. I don't know, we're feeling a little nutty this morning, as I'm sure we all are, right? Okay, let's get started. We have a fun drawing today. We're going to do a guitar. I was inspired by Lucas's guitar that's sitting out in the living room right now, which I've actually been playing a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. It's a bunch of, as you probably guessed it, curved lines. We're going to do curve by curve, okay? I'm going to go ahead and start with this bottom curve here, and it's just a slight curved line. And I would suggest pencil for this, guys. I'm going to do pencil just in case I need to do any erasing. And I'm going to draw as dark as I can, okay? All right, so that is our first line. Can you see that, guys? Oh, you couldn't see it. I'm so sorry. So what I did here is I did a nice bottom curved line like that. And I'll go ahead and hold that up a little higher, okay? Not too hard. It's kind of like a Mona Lisa smile, right? Now we're gonna do this curved line, okay? So on this particular guitar, the curved line on the left is a little longer than the curved line on the right, just so you can see it as a whole. So that's why I'm going to do both of these curved lines separately, okay? If you need to put a dot, like let's say I measure, I don't know, maybe a pinky length out. If you need to put a dot to where you need to do the curve, go ahead. I'm just going to curve up just like this. And then for this one, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to stop the curve a little before that one, the line, I should say. Okay, just like that. Now, I usually, with my guitar, I go back and kind of modify my lines. Since I'm doing it in sections, sometimes that could make it look a little too pieced. Okay, if you need to erase, which I'm doing now, and that's okay, sometimes it happens to me too, right? You can go ahead and do that, all right? Don't ever feel like you're feeling if you have to erase, because no way, guys. That just means you're working hard and you're seeing things and you just want to keep working and making it better and better. We're going to go ahead and do this curved line here, and then after that, this curved line. They're very similar. It's a nice soft indent like this, okay? This one's a little lower. Go ahead and do the same. It's also not as long, okay? It's the same, just like that, okay? You can see that this line is higher than this line. I'll hold this up a little closer so you can see better. Awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and curve up here for this side. So all I'm doing from this indented curved line here is I'm going out and in, just like this. A curved line that goes out and in, just like that. Okay, you're doing great, Lucas.
Thanks.
All right, so this one, it's fairly similar, but you can see that the curved line is a little narrower. There's not as much width between here and here, okay? So I am going to start, I usually kind of start up here and then I come down. And then what I like to do next is I need to make sure that my neck for my guitar is in the middle. So I put two kind of soft lines just like that, just so I know where to stop this side. It's just something that helps me keep things centered. If it's something that you don't have to do, that's fine, but for me, it really helps. And then I go straight out from the right side of the neck, just a short straight line, okay? And then I do a curve down, like I'm sliding down the hill skiing, Okay, so we've gotten the body, okay, and that's the hardest part really, is getting that down. Now if you look at it and you see like here, I can see it's kind of tilted. I could always erase and change and modify, no problem, but we're gonna keep going, okay? We're gonna do that opening here. Now it's just a circle, and the opening for this guitar, you can see on the left side, that's about where you want to start that circle. So go ahead and draw that circle. And it has a frame, so I go ahead and I do a smaller circle on the inside. Am I covering things up for you guys with my head? I hope not. Okay, just like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do the neck. Now the neck, so how I measure the neck on the top is I take my fingers and I think, okay, my guitar is about this long, so from the top of the guitar, I want my neck all the way to the top of where the tuners are to be about that long too. So I put 2 dots to where I want my neck to go, okay? And then I draw a straight line from the opening to that dot, or vice versa. Okay, the neck generally gets a little thinner at the top, so you can go ahead and do that if you want to. Lucas has a question.
This little part at the top, I don't know what it's called. Like,
the head.
Oh.
That's
the head.
So we just drew the neck, and this is the head. And then these are the, I don't know if I'm getting the technical name right, but these tune your strings, these little guys on the outside. And the strings are twined around these little, I'm not sure what they're called, to be honest. Maybe a guitar aficionado will let us know. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the head now. So I'm noticing that my neck is a little too long actually, so I'm gonna erase mine just a tad. You might not have to do that for yours. So I'm squaring it off at the top, okay, no biggie. Then I do an angled line out on the bottom. I'm gonna hold that up higher, just like that, okay? And then 2 vertical straight lines on either side. And then 2 angled short lines here, okay? And then a horizontal line to attach, okay? So there's a couple of other little things on a guitar that we want to do, and that is this part here. I think it's called the pickup. I'm trying to remember. So what I'm going to be doing is drawing this part here. So underneath the opening, I leave a space, and then I do a little bit longer than the width of my circle, a straight horizontal line, okay? Then I do 2 angled lines on either side going down, okay? And then I'm going to hold it up higher because I know it's just harder to see when I do things in pencil. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go from the left side is usually where I start. I go out a bit, I curve down like I'm digging a ditch, and then I go over to the right side. All right, question, Lucas.
I actually had an idea.
An idea.
Maybe you could make like little plugs so it could like plug into, I don't know what they're called.
Oh, like if we were doing it to plug
like
into the amplifier.
Yeah, the amplifier. So
yeah, if you want to do that, that's totally up to you. No worries at all. I'm just going to show you a couple of the little things that I did on this one. We're going to do this bit right here. I cannot remember what it's called on the guitar. Again, maybe a guitar aficionado would help us out with that. So I start on the right side of my circle. I go out with a curved line, like this. Then I go in slightly, come out. Again, it's like a nice rolling hill. And then usually I go down to the right side bottom of the opening, do an angled straight line, and then I connect with a vertical line, those two lines here, okay? Bam.
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 Okay, just a couple other things to make our guitar look a little bit more realistic is we do need to get strings in there. Now there's 6 strings on the guitar, okay? So you can start here on the, I think this is called a pickup. Hopefully I'm not saying it wrong. We're gonna do 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? See what I did here? Little dots on the pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. La, 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 la. Okay, and then up here, we're gonna do 3 circles down on this side, 3 circles down on this side. This is where the strings tie, okay? You twine those strings around these little buttons on the head. And then on either side, these help tune. There are 3 ovals on either side of the head. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can see I did 3 ovals. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now this is a little hard to get these teeny tiny lines to be as straight as possible. How I do it is I start from the top and go down just because drawing a line down versus up feels more comfortable for me. But if the opposite is true for you, that's totally fine, okay? So I start with this bottom peg here, and I do a little wind. I just did a spiral line around it, you guys. I keep that line close to the left side of the neck. I come all the way down, and then I attach it to that first dot on the pickup on the left. Okay, I'm gonna show that up higher. You see what I did here? So, I will describe it again a little closer up. So this peg here, I did a spiral line around it, and I brought that line, this is our first line, string, I should say, on the guitar, and then I had it attached to that peg down here, that little dot. So you're gonna do that, you're gonna work up on the pegs. So now I'm gonna do that one, and I'm gonna bring that down to that dot. Then I'll do this one, and I'll bring that down to that dot, okay? And then you do the same on the other side, okay? So not too bad. Once you get done with all of those strings, then the one last thing we're gonna do is just make this look a little 3-dimensional. You can see, we can see the side of our guitar and a teeny bit on the right here. So all I do is I start from the bottom of my guitar and I mimic that side curve line. And then when I get to this top bit right here, I just attach. So we just see a little bit of the side, okay? Got that? And then we see a little bit of the top. So on the top here, I come down in a straight angled line, and then I mimic this curved line, and it just gets closed and touches the top just like that. Bam! Okay, so now the fun part begins. I mean, it's fun drawing a guitar. As you can see, it's a little challenging. I mean, I could already see things that I want to change there, but that's no problem. You know, you can erase if you're not happy with it and modify your lines, or just keep it the way it is. It's no biggie. You can see, I want you to design a guitar that you might actually really like to play. And I did some waves and some sun, and you can't really see it over here, but it says ride the wave. I don't know, I feel like I'm thinking about Hawaii lately. I don't know, I want some sun and warmth, although I'm very thankful that our weather hasn't been too bad lately here and have been getting outside a lot. Okie dokie, artichokes. I hope you had a fun time drawing this guitar. Nice, Lucas. And I wish you a fantastic day. And so does Lucas.
Yeah.
Don't forget to email me your creations. I really want to see these, guys. So if you can, get it done within a week and send it to me. Bye. 5th graders. Woo.